Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of Queendom. So you guys, this episode opens up at Akane. We are at Vincent's house and Mikey lapan. Mikey is taking out juice out of the fridge, arranging some glasses. Then they around the lounge area. Umtombeni Vincent is laying on the couch while Usanusi is nursing his wound. While Usanusi is nursing his wound, Umtombeni ke Vincent laughs. I'm like, hey, boy, lona. Then Usanusi is like, how? When Zenjani, Mr. Mtombeni like to ask Uti, like, why are you laughing? Yin. And then Vincent then says, Uti, no, ngiyacabanga nje that, I never wanted to see you again. Kodwa manje, ulana, you are helping me to heal. And then Umaki says, ngempela bongamfuni. Then Vincent says, yeah, Usanusi phela, uyo obuyise u-Andile to this house. He brought u-Andile to this house, so yay. Like, I was not happy about that. Kodwa buka manje. He goes on to say, ubanodingi isibhedlela when I have my own doctor here. Then Umaki says, uthi, sisakhuluma ngesibhedlela njalo, singakhohlwa ukuthi like sinesikweleti esingakasikhokheli esibhedlela. I guess that is Vincent's cost. And then Vincent responds and says, ukayise uthe uzoyilungisa. I'm wondering ukayise uzoyithatha imali to pay the cost of the hospital. And then ulokuzana Vincent says ukuthi ngiyabonga sisi ngokungikhumbuza. And then Usanusi says, yeah, okay, okay. He takes out a herb and then he says, this herb, you're going to mix it with warm water bese uyaphuza kabili ngosuku. Goes on to say ukuthi uphinde uthobise lento ke. We takes out another ointment, you guys. Uphinde uthobise lento njalo mawusif like. And then Vincent says, batumuthi awubongwa. Then Usanusi says, hi, akunankinga, sekumele ngihambe ke. Then he takes out one lost medicine and then he says, lokhu ke nizokusebenzisa once you've removed the spirit of the one who has passed on. Uzokha amanzi, uwafake ebhaketeni, then you're going to take this medicine and put it inside bese nichela ngawo on the place that the guy fell on. And then he says, yeah, mayelana ngesilonda sakho, isilonda sakho is not that bad. Kodwa ngithe mengisithinta isikhumba sakho ngezwe ngathi khona ukushaya amanzi nje. And then Vincent says, kukhona hlampi okubonayo ngotholakele. I don't know utholakele nesilonda sakhe, what is it in relation to? But Usanusi says, ngiyafisa that I had good news regarding that, but it's not the case. And then that scene ends, you guys. So I don't know. Usanusi likes speaking in parables. So I don't know what he meant by that. I'm also curious to find out ukuthi lo muntu that ukayise killed in the house, who was he? What was he coming to do in Lynn? Like, maybe they're going to explain that as time goes on, you guys. Then we see Undando. Undando's in her man's room in Tabang's back room and she's packing her handbag. It looks like she's getting ready to go out and go somewhere, but she's on the phone. And she's on the phone with Umulapo. So Umulapo is saying to Undando, please, like, let me at least arrange transportation for you. And Undando's like, no, it's fine. Thank you. Like, I've got this. Umulapo says, please, Ndando, like, allow me the chance to feel at ease that you're protected. Ndando then says, I appreciate the gesture, impela, but as I said to you before, I'm fine. Umulapo says, you know, Ndando, like, you're royalty and you deserve to be treated as such. Undando then says ukuthi mawufuna ke ubungisiza ngaleyo ndlela, why ungasiza abantu bakini? Like, why ungasiza abantu bakini? Like, sizabona, get them better medical care, build better infrastructure for them. Why don't you do that? Why ungasizi bona? Why don't you help them? Then Mulapo zathi Ntando. And then Ntando says, yes, in Mulapo, like, utabang uguchi sampi, like, sweet talk yakho, and how you are, and how you look, and things like that will work on me, but it doesn't. It doesn't work on me, Mulapo. That time while she's speaking like that, Utabang, guys, is about to enter the door, but he pauses because he can hear she's on the phone and can hear she's on the phone, so he's eavesdropping on the conversation. And he eavesdrops at the point where Untando is saying to Mulapo Guti, like, you think your looks are going to work on me? Like, it doesn't. She goes on to say, a wrong woman, Mulapo. If you really want to help me, I know what you see and find out who's behind my mom's disappearance, because like I really have a feeling that the person is closer than we think. That you can help me with lunch. And then anyway, the conversation just ends. I'm just like, Untando, I get she doesn't like Mulapo, but I'm just like, she was kind of rude to Mulapo, and Mulapo was just offering help. And then at the end, she's like, you can help me with my mother if you really, really want to help. I'm just like, Untando, you could have just said that from the get-go, then acting, But I get it. She is kind of annoyed that Mulapo tries to throw around the fact that he's a prince, and yeah, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. So anyway, Utabang is still listening there and he's smiling, guys. He is impressed that Untando put Umulapo in his place. Again, next thing we see Umandlovu, she's having some tea in the dining area, guys, and she's reading a newspaper, or she has a newspaper in her hand. Then Ebo on the newspaper, we can see Ebo's on the front page, and the front page, the heading reads, is the new Kashamba king a friend or a foe? Only time will tell. Then Ebo walks in, you guys. He walks in, he's like, he comes closer and he sees the newspaper. So he didn't see the heading, he just sees his photo there and he's like, hey. Like you can see he's happy. Maybe it might be something good that's written about him. Ebo then looks at the picture that's on the front of the newspaper. Then he looks at his mother and is like, Mandlovu just keeps quiet, you guys, like as if like she doesn't want to say anything. And then Ebo just says, Umo na yo, wena mom. And then he says, Yin, batin laba. Then he says, Atisbon, and then he takes the newspaper from Umandlovu's hand. He then proceeds to read the heading on the newspaper. Is the new king, the king of Kashamba, a friend or a foe? Then he's like, hey, my daughter. But in Laba, Mandlovu, guys, because she already knows, she probably read the article. She just sips on her tea, but she's giving him that look. So then he goes on to read, only time will tell. Then he's like, Aibo, but in Laba manch. And then he says, hi, Labantu. Then he continues to read the article, which continues to say, the Kashamba community has been plagued by illness. What at first was believed to be a bug is now attributed to a new water project led by none other than the king, Ebo then says, yini lento abayikhulumayo laba, like yini lento. He continues to read, and then it says the head of the project, Petrus van Zyl, was tragically murdered on sight. Is the new Kashamba king the people's friend or foe? Only time will tell. Ebo looks at his mother, he's like, Kama, like uyishilo lento, uyishilo wayisile mangiyazi, like ushilo. And at that point, Umandlovu doesn't say anything. She just looks at him to say, like, I don't know what else to say to you, my son. But you can see Ebo is concerned because he really thought it was a good report, guys, that was written about him, Kanti. Nothing like that. Again, then we see Urijoyce no Nyambose. Nyambose is having a conversation with Urijoyce. He's like, Rejoice, how are you doing? Banjane kaya in inim. Then Urijoyce says, Babu Nyambos, ngiyazi ukuthi uzothini. Like, I know what you're going to say already. And then Babu Nyambos then says ukuthi like, ngiyazi Rejoice ukuthi uzizwa kanjani. I've been in this position before. My brother or the guy bekazalana naye uSandla, he was accused, he had many false accusations, accused of killing someone, and he ended up being killed. So I know, Rejoice ukuthi, what you're going to by losing a relative due to something that you believe is because of the way things are done around here. But he goes on to say, ngifuna ukuthi wazi Rejoice ukuthi siyakuthanda and futhi siyakhathalela. URejoice says ukuthi iyaphi le nkulumo Babu Nyambos iyaphi? And then Babu Nyambos says ukuthi all I'm trying to say ukuthi ngiyacela. Cela ukuthi uqaphele futhi nje if kuyakhonakala vele uzithulele nje ungasho lutho uyiyeke yonke lento. And then uRejoice is like ngithule. And then Babu Nyambos says ukuthi yebo inobungozi lento Rejoice, lalela mina ngiyacela nje ukuthi like kwamkele lokho abazokunikeza kona, vele ukuthi uzithulele uphume kuyo yonke lento, like ngiyacela Rejoice. So Babu Nyambos, he knows that Rejoice is right, but he really doesn't want her to get into trouble, guys. Because listen, here by the palace, that's how things are done, guys. People are framed for stuff they've never done, and if you dare speak up, like your life is at risk. Then he says, bengicela ukuthi uthule Phephisa, like ntokazi ngiyazi ukuthi you're going through a lot Phephisa, but please, we love you and we care for you, and that's why I'm telling you to just keep quiet. Next thing we see uDalukholo, he is at Ebo's office. He's pouring tea for himself next to a table while Ebo looks angry and extremely stressed. uDalukholo then says, wena wamanzi, kungabanjani if we pull the journalists closer to us? Sibe nama-interview like ambalwa nje, like ikakhulu nalaba who are friends of the palace. Like if we can bring them closer to us, they can write a good report about you. And then Ebo says ukuthi ngumbono omuhle ke lowo, kodwa ke sizothini ke ngalamahemhemi ngokuliswa kwamanzi. Dalukholo then says how isixazululo siseduze wena wamanzi, singabanikeza nje i-environmental report, and we all know that is not a good solution, because we know Ebo told Van Zyl on page 13 or page 11 of that report, guys, it does say that it is a danger to do fracking where people are actually residing there, where people and animals reside in. So uLokuzana Ebo then says, hayi ngeke mntwana ngeke. uDalukholo says, njani wena wamanzi, like why not? Ebo then says ukuthi izindaba zasesigodlweni ziphelela la esigodlweni. Angazi ukuthi like ukhulumelani uRejoice. Angimazi ukuthi why engavala umlomo. uDalukholo is like uRejoice. Then Ebo says ukuthi that izisebenza la ekhaya, they need to learn ukuthi they need to learn to keep confidential protocols of the palace. uDalukholo says, hayi ngiyakuzwa wena wamanzi. Ebo then says, if balithathela phansi ithemba lethu, there will be consequences. I'm just like, Ebo's mad just because uRejoice has been speaking to doctors about all of this, and now he's blaming uRejoice. Why is he not blaming himself? But Ebo goes on to say, kodwa ke okwamanje, I think it's best that you organize a meeting with uRejoice. And then uDalukholo says how isizathu wena wamanzi. Ebo says cha, ngifuna ukuthi ngiyombona ngiyomkhalisa for the passing of her baby sister. Angifuni nje ukuthi bacabange ukuthi ngiyinkosi engenandaba. And then uDalukholo smiled and says, wena wamanzi. I'm just like, vele awunadaba wena, you're just doing that to cover your name. Next thing we see, there's some guys that he's offloading bottles of water. KwaDupoto is busy fighting this guy and saying, hi bo wena, like where are you getting this water? Why uletha lamanzi lana? And this guy's trying to tell Upoto, I'm just doing my job. I'm delivering water. uNyambose walks into the kitchen and is like, Aibo msindo wani, why is there noise lana? Upoto goes on to explain ukuthi Aibo lomfana uletha manzi. He's bringing in a rival brand of water. So that water's bottled water, and It has like a logo on it, but clearly it's not amanzi aseKashamba. Someone in the palace has ordered water for the people basesikolweni. And I'm like, how selfish. I don't know if it's able or what. So they're bringing in clean water, guys, for themselves, while the rest of eKashamba is suffering. People are dying. Abantu bayakula. So it looks like Upoto, he hasn't caught on that, maybe it could have been someone lana esikolweni. He's fighting this guy as if this guy is, the one whispering it. Kanti lo guy, he's just a delivery guy wenza umsebenzi wakhe. So umnyambosi tries to tell uBoto uthi hayi bo Boto, this guy is innocent. There's a game being played here. And thina-ke as izisebenzi, we can't keep asking ourselves questions that don't concern us. Asiyeke lento. Upoto is trying to fight that guy. Hey, delela. Like, imagine, like, him bringing this water that belongs to, like, coming from wherever. It insults amanze to Alan aseKashamba. Nyambosi then says ukuthi hayibo, the only solution we have ukuthi don't give abantu basesikolweni this water till we get to the bottom of this. So they agree on that. Unokhuzana uBoto says ukuthi hayibo, this water is cursed. Thina la eKashamba we only drink amanzi aseKashamba, so I'm not going to serve anyone this water. Guys, it looks like abantu basesikolweni, they are also about to get sick. Ayaboge is having a meeting with Rejoice in his office, and there on his table, guys, there's all sorts of cakes there. Like, I guess he asked for cakes to be there so that ubengathi like uyamduduza ngempela. Like he's feeling, remorseful for whatever Rejoice is going through. So Aba says, Rejoice, ngiyaxolisa about your baby sister's passing. Sonke like siphatheke kabi lana esikolweni about what happened. He goes on to say ukuthi uzizwa unjani namhlanje. Rejoice coughs. So as she's coughing, Ebo reaches out and he holds her other hand. But it's like, it's so awkward, guys, because Rejoice is not even used to this side of Ebo, or like this side that Ebo is showing her. Then Ebo says, Nese. Rejoice says, ngiyabonga wena wamanzi. Then Ebo says ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi ekhaya baba ngiyazi ukuthi la esikolweni they send amaphasela okudla kini, kodwa mina I wanted to do something better than that. Mana kancane ke. He gets up, he goes somewhere towards the back, and he comes back with an envelope that egcwele imali, you guys. He says ke le mali ke comes from my pocket. Bengithanda ukuthi ngikhokhele the funeral arrangements. Rejoice is like, kodwa wena wamanzi. Ebo then says ukuthi cha, yilokho okuncane engingakwenza Rejoice. Rejoice goes on to say ukuthi umuso ongaka, like ngeke wena wamanzi, like umuso omkhulu kangaka, like it's too much. Kodwa like asikho nje isidingo to do anything like that ngempela. Ebo says sikhona isidingo, kuyadingeka Rejoice, kuyadingeka ukuthi nginisize. He goes on to say ukuthi ungumndeni wena, you are one of us la esikolweni. Then he pushes the envelope to her, and then he says bamba. Rejoice, guys, you can see ukuthi she is doubting taking this money and she's so confused. Ebo says ukuthi siyasizana la ekhaya, ngithi siyasizana, siyabambana, siyasizana, yezwa. And then Rejoice says yebo. Ebo says ukuthi ngizothemba ukuthi le envelope izosiza and help out the family. Rejoice is sitting there confused, guys, scared. She doesn't know what to do. And Ebo just says, yithathe phela. Then Rejoice says, oh. And then Ebo says, yithathe, tata. And then she does so. She takes the money. And then Ebo says, nazo-ke. Then he goes on to say ukuthi if ufuna lamakhekhe alana etafuleni ungawafaka eplastikini, uyezwa. I'm just like, yebo indelele engaka. And then she just says yebo. That time she walks out, you guys. Ebo still eating the very same cakes that is offering ukuthi Rejoice mas ukuthi awafake as umphago. and he's eating from that. But Rejoice, as she goes out, she closes the door, guys. You can see she really feels like she made a mistake by taking this money. I really hope she takes it back. Again, uKamahlangu is in the lounge at Vincent's house at Akane. She's reading some magazine when Thabang walks in. So Thabang walks in and then he says, Sawubona Ndlovukazi yamanzi. Then he just walks off after saying that. Then uKamahlangu says, Uti, awuzungilindi ukuthi ngiphendule. Thabang's like, bengingafuni ukuthi ngikuphazamise Ndlovukazi yamanzi. And then uKamahlangu says, hlala phansi. Then Thabang comes closer and he sits down. She then says to him, ngitshayeleke, ithini imvelaphi yakho? Thabang says, oh, uma wami is Zulu and my father is Tswana. Mara into engisho ngayo is that I come from Mashona. uKamahlangu was like, kuphi lapho? And then Thabang says, emashoneni kula eTsakane. Then uKamahlangu says, oh, unkosazana, when you ask for her hand in marriage, sizomazisa kwawaphi amadlozi. And then Thabang says, bomashoti. He goes on to say, Ndlovukazi yamanzi, izithakazelo zethu zisho ukuthi thina singama hippopotamus, something like that. Hippopotamus, yabo, usho ukuthi thina ke. See, like he wants to say, tina, we come from the waters. Got to uKamahlangu, she finishes off his sentence. So while he's saying, tina, again, we are from, and then uKamahlangu says, emanzini. She goes on to smile and then she says, what would a hippo be ngaphandle kwamanzi? Guys, I feel like there was a confirmation coming from uKamahlangu. Because if she's saying, what would a hippo be without amanzi? She's trying to say that because uNtando is from amanzi and uThabang is saying hippo ntontoni yakhona, that they can't coexist without one another. So yena noNtando, that they need one another. But uThabang just smiled for that kind of confirmation, or kind of for that affirmation coming from uKamahlangu. Next thing, was in the office with uKaptein, guys. uKaptein is saying kumcebo ukuthi wena wamanzi angifuni uqamba amanga, yonke lento iney'nsolo eziningi. Umcebo says ukuthi ngiyakwazi lokho. uKaptein says, yeah, kanti ke nokushona kaVanzeli, And then umcebo says, ngiyazi, like zibuhlungu lezo ndaba. I'm just like, umcebo's acting like he's sad. He's not sad about uVanzeli's passing. He's just afraid of uShake. And now that uVanzeli is not around the work, he's not able to continue. uKaptein then asks ukuthi if they do an environmental check wamanzi, akukho abazokuthola. Umcebo says ukuthi akukho abazokuthola, Kaptein. Kaptein then says ukuthi uqinisekile ngalokho. Umcebo's like, yini? Like, uzama ukuthi nginamanga mina. And then uKaptein can see ukuthi umcebo's about to swear at him or about to tell him off. uKaptein just gets up and then he says, I will see you around, and then he leaves. As he's leaving, umcebo picks up his phone, he calls uBhodloza, and then he says, Bhodloza, awungithonela umshana kaMzondi, umlethi like imi, I will send you the location. Next thing we see uLuiza noKamahlangu. uLuiza is back at uVincent's house. I'm like, what is she doing at this house? I need to, she took uTholakele's money to buy part of her or her share of the house out, or to buy her out. So what is she doing here? But anyway, noKamahlangu, they're having a conversation there, guys. It looks like bayapheka. They are cutting cabbage or something like that. But anyway, uLuiza's like, hey, as we learn as we grow. uKamahlangu uqoqana uLuiza ukuthi yazi, like, my son uMkhuseli, I always used to force it down his throne to one day become king, and then uLuiza's like, hey, lezingane, you can't force them to do anything. Bazongenisa we old age home. So while they're laughing about that, uNtando Kayise comes in and she's like, sanibonani, old age home. And then they laugh. Anyway, uNtando says ukuthi today I've taken a decision that I know my mother would not be happy about. And then uKamahlangu says, "Aw, kodwa ubukeka ngathi like ujabulile. You look like you're happy. So what is this decision that you've taken that makes you happy, but you believe your mother will not be happy about this?" Ntando goes on to say, I've made a decision, and I've chosen to take up the position as CEO wa KRS. uKamahlangu looks surprised, and she's like, "Ngempela." Like like ngiyathemba ke ukuthi uzosebenzela eHoughton angithi, like hoping ukuthi she's not gonna have to work near uMcebo. Aunt Louisa's like, "Congratulations, you're in. This is a big position. What? As she's busy congratulating Untando, Vincent comes in. Then Vincent's like, "Aibo, what is the good news?" Louisa's like, "Ay, pelingani yakho. She is the new CEO of KRS." And then Vincent's like, "I'm like, I'm so happy for you, guys. I'm so happy for you. Everyone is happy, guys." And then Aunt Louisa's like, "Uthabange. He needs to akhuphula amasoyisi wakhe because the lobola just increased right now." I'm just like, yo, Ntando, like this decision just seems so like out of the blue. But listen, guys, it is part of a journey. It is part of a purpose. So let's roll with it. Anyway, we see Umcebo, guys. Umcebo is at Ufungingozi, Windumba Fungingozi, except he's with Uzondi, guys. He's beaten up Uzondi Lomngane, the one, the one that has been interviewing or rejoicing, the one that has been speaking to people in the community, trying to get evidence against Umcebo concerning this whole project. Yeah. Guys, Umcebo beat him up. The guy's face is full of blood and in Umcebo's like, "Inkinga yakho ukuthi awulaleli wena." He punches him. He's like, unenkani. Like, why did you kill uFanzeli? Hey, uZondi akhala lapha. And he's like, angimbulalanga muntu mina. Umcebo's like, "Unamanga, umbulele." Kicks him, hits him, punches him. Then uZondi says ukuthi, "Ngiyafunga ngokhokho bami abalele." Like, ukugcina kwami ukumbona uFanzeli was esigodlweni. Umcebo's like, uyafunga, ngizokufundisa isifundo wena. Hits him. That time uFungingozi, guys, she's just sitting there burping, rolling her eyes while her eyeballs are white, busy smiling. I'm just like, uFungingozi, she did say that she is willing to serve her king to whatever cost, guys. I get Umcebo takes some iron stick, guys, hits uZondi on his knees. He's like, "Iqiniso lizophuma, uzolikhuluma iqiniso. Umbulaleleni uFanzeli." Yo, uZondi laphayana, guys, uyakhala. Umcebo's like, "Khuluma." uZondi then says, okay, ngikwenzile. Ngitshele abantu ukuthi bamsabise, bengingacabangi ukuthi umphakathi ungambulala. Umcebo's like, "Ubungacabanga ukuthi umphakathi ungambulala? Ubucabangani?" Ngozi busy smiling there, guys. And then Umcebo's still hitting uZondi, and he's like, "Ngishilo ukuthi uzolikhuluma iqiniso, ngishilo." And then uZondi at this point, guys, is bleeding his ear, and Umcebo tied him up. He's like, "Konke lokhu uZondi, usho uZondi lokhu." He's like, "Konke lokhu kungenxa yakho. You poisoned the water, abantu bayafa ngenxa yakho. Like, ongitshela ukuthi ulala kanjani ebusuku kulokhu." I'm like, Zondi, you still have the nerve. Do you know Umcebo can kill you right here and here? Umcebo's like, "Vala nomlomo wakho." Uyangizwa? Ngithe vala nomlomo wakho. Hits him. uZondi then says ukuthi, "Yabona lo okwenzayo ubakhelesi nje. Ubukhelesi bakho is what damaged the water. Mina nje ngimile kulokhu engikwenzile. I stand by what I did. I did it to save us all." I'm just like, hey, this one is provoking Umcebo. Then they take an ad break, guys. When they come back, uZondi's like, we see Umcebo sitting on a chair and he's taking out a scissors, you guys. uZondi's like, uzongibulala vele. Umcebo's laughing while taking out the scissors. uZondi's like, uzongibulala vele, busy crying. And then Umcebo's like, vele ngizokubulala wena. uZondi then says, Ima, whoa, like ungayenzi lento, ungayenzi. And then uNcebo says, bowukhuluma kakhulu emkhandlweni, angithi bowukhuluma kakhulu angithi. Like isikhathi sakho ke sesifikile ke. uNcebo, guys, is about to cut uZondi's tongue off. uZondi's like, ngiyacela, busy begging for his life. uNcebo holds uZondi's jaw. It's like vulumlomo, about to cut his tongue off. That's when uNgozi says, wamanzi, dinecebo. She says she has a plan, guys, and the episode just ends there. So I guess I don't know if they're going to save his life or what, but Fungi Ngozi, she's against this thing of killing people because she says that there's another way of dealing with people. But guys, when someone said, we have not seen his bad side yet, sisazobona, guys, we are still going to see the things. But listen, the fact that Undando's taking up the position as CEO, yes, says is about to go mad. Anyway, guys, let's park it right here. Tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys on the next one.